Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Asylum podcast, the only podcast where three professional wrestlers constantly bitch about having nothing to talk about, and now we have all the things to talk about. I am the Triple C chosen one, wonderful Zach Winters. With me, as always, is my lifelong choom Darkness,
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
and the man with the new nickname, Preem Big V.
Preem Big V, what the fuck?
Preem Big V. This week's episode brought to you by Lagunitas IPA. Hold on. The only IPA that you drink and makes you go, that's an IPA.
God, I wish
I
we
don't
were
know
getting
why-
paid for this shit.
I don't know why anybody doesn't want me reading the ads. It's the only IPA where you drink a beer, you drink it at the bar, and all the ladies are like, "Ooh, I bet he slays the pussy."
I'm feeling kind of slummy right now. I'm drinking a Red's Wicked Apple.
You know, Cider Boys is my go-to for good ciders.
Yeah.
They
I've
have
never had
a
is
fucking amazing apple peach.
all I've had is Angry Orchard. I got nothing. So
You
guys,
gotta check out Cider Boys.
cider boys.
Cider Boys. Guys, how the fuck are we this week? I know we've been doing one thing all together, and that is play Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I am fucking in love with this. I know there's
Me-
a lot of issues, but
Yes.
I'm still I'm so into it right now.
That's what's crazy.
like-
I haven't ran into any issues yet, other than one point at the beginning, I had a sound glitch where it wasn't playing. Shut it off, turned it back on, and had no problem since.
Yeah.
So I've ran into like a handful of little like inconvenient glitches, and then it's crashed twice on me. But that's within like 10 hours. So
I've had it freeze up on me once, and just a couple of minor visual glitch issues, but nothing like some of the stuff that people are talking about.
yeah.
Grateful. And I'm just running your basic Xbox One basic. It's not the Super XS edition or anything like that. Just basic Xbox One, and it's fine for me.
I think a lot of it, like, because I know Darkness, me and you were talking a little bit before the show that, like, a lot of the issues are coming from, like, PlayStation 4 and 5, where I haven't had too many issues. And I think a lot of that has to come from when I bought the digital edition,
Yeah.
where, like, a friend of mine, she said her boyfriend was playing, and, like, they got the physical edition, and he's falling through the world. They've had just like so many like more like hard up. It crashed twice in 15 minutes.
I've heard a lot of people who bought the hard copy has had more issues than the digital copy.
Yeah, I got the
But-
disc. I got the hard copy, and I've got, like I said, maybe a handful of little issues, but nothing major. Nothing like people are reporting.
But I was so excited to talk about this with you guys. I've been waiting all week. What are your favorite glitches that have happened to you?
Without any spoilers, I was driving around on a motorcycle, and I look over, and there's a dude just floating next to me, like he's supposed to be sitting in a car or on a motorcycle. And it's funny because I look over, and as I look over, he kind of turns and looks at me, but he's just floating in space, like sitting. I was like, "What
What's
the
up,
hell?"
bro?
Yeah, and so I went up over an overpass on the freeway of the streets, and he goes right through the pavement. I was like, "Wow, that was weird." And I come down over the little hill, and there he is, comes right through the pavement again, and just right keeping pace up with me. I was like, "All right, I'm getting out of here. This is freaking me out." So that was the only major funny glitch that I've had. Other shit was like my HUD disappeared, and I didn't know how much energy I had fighting some cyber
Yeah.
psychos and stuff like that. But that's about it.
I have three that I want to talk about. I got the, and like I was saying before, like these should be like achievements, like trophies you should get. I got the glitch where your dick just hangs out of your pants.
Nice.
And like I don't even get why, because I try to role play when playing a role playing game, and so I put a small dick on my guy.
Okay.
The other one was during a chase scene. I had a guy during the cinematic. He was stuck in his T pose, left off a motorcycle onto the back of my car, and then still in this T pose, left the back of the car to the front of the car, and got ran over. And then like very, very, very minor spoilers for like a side mission, so I don't even consider it a spoiler. There's the side mission where you have to talk to a depressed cop and like kind of talk him out of suicide.
Oh, the one right by your room, your
Yeah.
apartment. Yeah. Okay.
So you go in there and you talk to him, and then I go downstairs because you're supposed to visit his buddy's gravesite as like an optional part of the mission. So I was gonna do that. So I go downstairs, and as I'm leaving the elevator, a character with the exact same character model, except with sunglasses, walks by me.
Is his
I'm just
brother?
thinking,
They were
oh,
both on the force because Dad was too.
this guy, this guy got over the death of his friend quick.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far.
I'm loving the story.
Yeah, I've only gotten so far into the story because I want to do all the side stuff first.
Exactly.
But
Me and Darkness had the same thing where like we see all the little symbols and blips on the map, and we have to clear all that shit out.
Fucking tarot cards, man. Tarot cards, I'm telling you. Searching tarot cards out.
That's the way I am with a lot of games. I see the little symbols and stuff, and it's like, oh, what's that? Like I veer off. Next thing I know, I'm like 6 hours into doing side stuff, and like way far away from where I'm even supposed to be.
Yep. I'm 20 hours in a game. I'm like, fuck, I've been playing this forever. How long am I? How far am I? Oh, I just barely started.
Yeah, I have to get all the side shit out of the way because after I beat the main story, I'm really bad about just giving up on the game and going to something else. So I try to do all the side stuff first so that I have something to look forward to for the rest of the game, which is the story and finishing it. So I'm taking my time with this. I'm romancing this game, you know.
Oh man, sweet buttery love.
Yeah.
The one thing about this game is you can't play it when you're tired because then you fuck up.
Yes. Oh yes, this is happening to me
Because,
too.
well, all of a sudden it's like, I mean, they give you those questions that like will sit there forever, and they just give you shit. They're like, "Yo, dude, are you fucking stupid? Answer me." But then there's the ones all of a sudden you're like, you kind of doze off and you look up, all of a sudden it's like that fucking meter's going down. You're like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" It's like, yeah, let's just shut it off right now, and then we'll pick back up.
There's so many things about the game that I'm liking. It's like for most kind of RPGs, the closest game I can compare it to is probably Fallout, where you put certain stats in certain things, and it gives you new things that you can do. And you know, I'm building up my strength and my tech so I can hack stuff. And it's interesting the trees that they go into and the things that you can do, and then getting the bio upgrades. I dumped all my money into doing double jump, which I don't know if is a good thing or not, but it's fun as hell. So, yeah, got me out of a lot of tight spots so far.
And
But
I just love how open this game is, and how many different options there are, and not everything's the same. Because my kid was watching me play, and he's been playing, and he was like, "Dude, how'd you do that?" Like I had to do this. I'm like, "Well, I guess we chose two different routes, you know."
yeah,
Uh,
what have you done? What's your
Ooh.
first character? What are they?
Yeah, that's a good question.
V?
I
And
did
everybody speak at once.
Jesus.
a street kid.
Oh, you did Street Kid. I did Nomad.
Oh, we got all three of them because I did Corpo.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I don't know what the differences are, but I started out in a desert smuggling an iguana. I don't know if that is what everyone else did.
I started off in a business suit having a panic attack, I guess.
Really?
Yeah,
And
I started off talking to a dude in a bar who was freaking out over owing some dude money, and I basically have to like sell myself to this dude to blow off this other dude's debt and end up getting arrested.
Like a sex thing?
What's that?
Like a sex thing?
No. So the dude,
Oh.
he borrowed money, and the guy's like, he owes me money. He has to pay it. And he's like, dude, just do me a favor. He's like, I'll owe you one. He's like, okay, well, since you owe me one, I got something for you. So,
Ooh. Speaking of which, have you guys had any sex scenes yet?
No, I
no.
have not. I have my stats and everything are set up so that I could sex up Julia, I guess. Julia, the hacker chick in the
I
strip
just
club. But I don't know.
I
We'll
just got
see
a
what
hooker.
happens.
I,
I haven't seen hookers.
It's,
I,
it's a hundred. It's 100 eddies. Fuck it.
I, I was kind of iffy on letting my kid play, but it's like whatever. Because there was one thing I was doing where I ended up picking up this chick out of a tub, and I mean the graphics are so like detailed. Or
Oh
like
yeah.
her breasts are jiggling, and I'm like, all right, this is way too real. Like
Nice.
Oh man, it's even better because she's dead.
Well, was she dead or comatose? I thought they saved her,
Oh
but
no, she was comatose.
she was
yeah,
comatose.
which
The
is
chick in
okay.
the chick in the other room was dead.
Yeah,
I'm not saying like because I got 10 hours of playtime logged in right now, and I'm not saying 5 hours of it wasn't walking around that room with that chick in my arms, but it might have been.
Quick movements.
yeah. Was spinning around in circles and then stopping real quick just to watch it.
Oh, it's
Oh,
so real. I stop and they keep going.
yes, yes. But no, I've been pleased with it so far, and like I said, there's a lot
Yeah.
of build up, a lot of anticipation, and I'm the glitches are one thing, and unfortunately, with the way video games are these days, it's almost expected. There's people online just ripping it apart and just hating the
Honestly,
world, but
yeah, they're fucking crybabies, all of them. Like, oh, the game I came out that's so huge has little glitches in it. Shut up.
yeah, it's a common thing with video games now. You're not a gamer if you're complaining about this because if you are, you understand. And yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks, and yeah, it's not the the best thing to have to deal with. Buy a brand new game and you want the shit to work when it comes out. But with CD Projekt Red, they're gonna take care of
Honestly,
it.
yeah, honestly, with me, like, well, they have two patches planned, one for January and one for February that should fix for most. But
Yeah.
for me, I almost don't want to download them because glitches are like half the fun for me.
Hey, look, my wiener's hanging out of my pants.
There is nothing funnier than somebody having a deep conversation with you and you look down and your dick's just hanging out of your pants.
It's just like real life, huh? All right.
I'm talking to that guy and he's talking about his friend who got killed and how he's sad and depressed. And I just randomly look down and like, oh, my penis is hanging out.
Did you guys get the bonus Witcher stuff? The blade, the jacket, all that cool stuff.
No, I forgot about it.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty
That
useless to me now. I got it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, this is like bare bones shit. It's nothing special.
I
It's
was gonna say
just,
that, and I forgot my GOG login
oh yeah, that's how you get it. So
because yeah, for those of you who don't know, if you have a good old games account and you get this, you could get the Witcher sword and Witcher jacket.
it's not. It's just a katana. It's not. It's
Oh, it's not.
called no. It's not the Witcher sword. That would have been fucking badass, but
That'd have been cool, but what do I
yeah.
know?
So I'm using melee as one of my 3 slots. I have machete that's like 500 damage. After I shoot
Yes.
somebody and they're burning, I run up to them and hack them to pieces. So
Ah!
yeah, there's some cool stuff in that game. I've seen some of the stuff for sale, like katanas and stuff that are way above what I have, but I can't afford them yet. So it's incentive, and I like that.
Mhm.
Right.
I want a fucking laser sword that I can go around and just hack people's limbs off with and shit. So
And like earlier, I kind of hinted at it, but I kind of love the slang they're trying to put into it.
yeah, what was it? What's the money again? Your euros,
Eddies.
eddies. There you go, not euros,
It's
but
eddies, and
eddies.
then for friends they call each other chooms, which I used to say that before, that special moment during sex.
Choom, choom, choom.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna choom.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then Preem's another one I liked.
Yeah. Yeah. The deets, all that
The
stuff.
deets.
It's funny because a lot of cyberpunk literature and all that stuff, they have changed words and stuff like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's future speak, My favorite ones is in Judge Dredd, where it's to get around the swearing, they use stom and drock instead of shit and fuck, and they say grud instead of god, and it was also big in Battlestar. They used,
Yes. What sci-fi series used frack instead of fuck?
what the frack? I think it wasn't that Battlestar?
Was it Battlestar?
I think so. Yeah, I remember frack, stom, bastich, That's good stuff. But yeah, as a fan of cyberpunk stuff from way back, I think watched the Blade Runner VHS until it snapped in my VCR as a kid, and Judge Dredd comics, and Neuromancer and all that shit. It's just nice to see that aesthetic in a game that does it so well. The lights, the neon, the huge fucking skyscrapers, the cyborg shit implants, and the computers in your brain and all that shit. I like it. I'm loving it. So, couple of glitches, nothing game breaking for me. So I'm thinking about getting it on a computer that can run it a little better and have some better graphics, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too, because I don't know the exact limits of my computer I run on, but it could play Ghost Runner, so I'm pretty sure I could play this.
Yeah, I checked mine this morning on the can I play this, or can I play, or whatever that site's called.
That's usually wrong for me.
Oh, really?
Because I've had it so many times where it's like, oh no, you can't play this, but then it runs perfectly on my computer.
Yeah, you can play it and optimized for my gaming laptop, but I'm just afraid to use it as a gaming laptop because the fan in it sounds like it's about to take off every time I play something.
Whoa!
Yeah, it scares me. I'm like, oh no, I don't know about this.
If I play Frostpunk or Wasteland 3 too long, all of a sudden my lap's burning up.
Yeah, I gotta get one of those under fan things set up and get my gaming rig on so I can play some Cyberpunk.
Fuck, right?
At fucking Starbucks or something. I don't know. I'm gonna take my gaming laptop with me.
I was gonna say carry your whole gaming rig into Starbucks. Let's see how that works out.
Yeah, but all right. Well, we got Cyberpunk.
That was Cyberpunk corner.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably get it for a couple of weeks here, guys. So stay tuned. I mean, we could get into far more crazier shit that we've already dealt with, but we're gonna go easy on it because we don't want to spoil anything. So, not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Yeah, but we want to stick with video games, or what?
Wasn't it weird that part where Johnny Silverhand walks out on stage, sets down a ketchup bottle and just inserts it into his ass? It was really hyper graphic realistic.
Ketchup bottles. Yeah. Good times, guys. Now you're
Wake
gonna
the
find
fuck up, samurai.
Someone's gonna hear this and be disappointed when it's not in there. Those fucking guys, they told me it's a ketchup bottle scene.
Dear Dark Asylum podcast, I'm never listening to you because you promised me there was a scene in Cyberpunk where Keanu Reeves sits on a ketchup bottle.
God. Yeah, that'll be great. I'll wait for that lawsuit to come in. But so with I'll just go into it. Fuck it. With other video game news, we had the Video Game Awards, which was pretty much a sham, but we got
fuck you, sham.
Oh, I mean, come on. How many times?
Hold on, no.
The Last of Us fight. It's like
no,
everything down the line is The Last of Us 2, except for the fan. It just goes to Tsushima.
I think that is beautiful because I have been like following online, and it has given me hours upon hours of entertainment to watch all these fucking incels be so pissed off about The Last of Us 2 getting all these awards.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The two main girl characters on there, they're girls and they don't like it, and I can't jerk off to them. I don't like the game. Worst game ever. Meh. Fuck you.
All right. Well,
God, I
I
hate
don't-
people who bitch about Last of Us 2.
I never played it. I don't have anything
Oh,
either
so good.
way, but it's just like I said, funny that all the way down the line, anything The Last of Us 2 was nominated for, it won. But then the fans are like, no.
Any other year, yeah, I'd have been mad about that, but this year with so many people like hating on The Last of Us 2 when it was an actual good game, no, it was a good game. They're just mad because the protagonists are two females, one of which is a lesbian. And oh no, the fucking video games now have to have inclusion on it. Oh no.
I don't know. I heard a lot about people being mad about Joel, but
I think that was like good storytelling, because where else was that character go? What else would have Ellie motivated to do her mission?
yeah, or not do it. But the awards themselves aside, we got some good announcements, which is probably what the best part of this was. So
Oh man,
I mean,
that's the
you
only
got
reason I watched it.
yeah, they had everyone called in remotely. There wasn't like a real award show, but don't be upset. The only one that I know of that came out information wise is Evil Dead's getting a game.
Evil Dead's getting a game with Bruce Campbell as Ash Ketchum.
Yeah, it's Ash Williams, but all right. The other Ash of video game
I
done.
wanted to see how pissed I could make you.
No, it's fine. I play both, so
Gotta catch them all, baby.
yeah. So Evil
Every time he
Dead.
throws a fucking Pokeball, hail to the king.
Oh god. Every
Get
Evil
in my
Dead.
balls.
Jesus, man. Every Evil Dead game that I played in the past hasn't been great. I remember Fistful of Boomstick, Hail to the King. They weren't great. There was one with a little midget or a dummy or something that you would kick at people and shit like that. So
Fistful of Boomstick is the name of my OnlyFans page.
there you go. So join up now, guys.
Join up.
Some random
Join up,
dude.
fellas, because I know I'm not getting any female followers on that.
Hey, we still got a good ratio. It's like 57 female listeners to the rest.
Nice.
43
Nice.
or 42, and then it's 1%'s undecided.
That's
But
because they haven't seen us in person yet.
yeah. But yeah, it seems I don't know what kind of game it's gonna be. Just looking at the preview,
It almost looks like from judging from the preview, it almost looks like a like top-down strategy game, or like a Left 4 Dead almost.
yeah, I can see it being kind of Left 4 Dead-ish. Like I said, there were some good characters coming back. It covers pretty much all the Evil Dead lore. You got King Arthur, was it Arthur from Army of Darkness. You got the characters from the TV show. That's all that I've seen that so far. So it seems pretty cool. It's just good to see that it's not a dead property. They're doing something with it after the show
I don't
ended.
think it's ever been a dead property.
Yeah, they throw weird little things out every now and then, like the musical. But no, I wanted to see that.
Say what
but-
you want. That is the best thing. That is the best fucking idea ever. That is the Evil Dead musical is the most Evil Dead thing ever.
Yeah. But I love Bruce Campbell. I've met him. He's a nice guy. He wasn't a jerk to me, so I like him still. Never meet your heroes, but he was actually pretty cool. So it's good to see that they're doing something with it, coming out with a video game.
Yeah.
But other than that, what else did they announce? I didn't see anything else.
Oh man, legit marked the fuck out in my chair when the new Perfect Dark game came out.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh man, I love that game when it was on the N64. They had that sequel to it that fucking sucked, but we're just not gonna talk about that. But the one for the N64 was fucking perfection.
I remember I couldn't get it because you needed the expansion pack.
Yes.
So in order to play it, but it wasn't built on the GoldenEye engine or something like that.
Yeah, it was exactly like it had some graphical upgrades from GoldenEye, but it was basically just GoldenEye, more GoldenEye.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
And, oh my god! And you had a alien buddy named Elvis.
nice. To go back and see if I can find this now. I can afford an expansion pack now.
Boy. They're like $100. Well, the ones with the expansion packs are like $100 now. Yeah.
Well, I still have the 64. I just got to get the expansion pack and find Perfect Dark. I guess I don't know how much that could go for.
Oof. Good luck.
Shit, there's some games out there that for those old systems. Fuck me, man.
Well, it's all collector's editions. It's all collector's stuff. Like, I know for a fact there's a unopened Ocarina of Time in my local like game store that's about $200.
Shit. I have an unopened Mario 64 that
Nice.
I'm not gonna
That's
open.
probably worth some money.
Yeah, it's still. I think I have a Super Mario Brothers 2 unopened or 3. I don't remember which one it was. Nintendo, like still in the cellophane and all that shit. So good luck trying to get this subscription to Nintendo Power, but I mean everything in there is still good.
Some of those might be worth some money.
Yeah, I probably should look at it. They fucking put everything in bags and boxes and slabs and everything now. Fucking grade everything and put them in plastic. But what else did they have? Any other big announcements you're excited for?
Evil West, which looks really fucking cool. Dragon Age 4, they made an announcement. Oh, they announced a fucking new Mass Effect that looks like it's not not a prequel.
Okay.
Nobody for that one? All right.
I wasn't a big Mass Effect player. Sorry. You're the video game person, man. That's why we're letting you take this. Go. Just run with it.
You didn't like Mass Effect?
I never played it. I never had the chance.
Oh, shit. I highly recommend that one.
I'm interested in that werewolf game they got coming out.
What's it called?
Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Oh, is this based off of White Wolf? Like the Vampire the Masquerade?
I'm not sure. I saw a little ad for it, and it was I saw an ad on Facebook that was from the Video Game Awards, and it's just it looks like you can like you run around, you're human, you can turn into a wolf, and then you can turn into a werewolf, and it's just you're slashing people up and.
That wasn't in the Video Game Awards, and that's what we're talking about now.
Hey, it was an ad. It was an ad.
Why do you constantly need to fuck me like this? Why do you constantly need to fuck me like this?
All right, so Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood, upcoming action role-playing video game developed by Cyanide. It is based on White Wolf Publishing tabletop role-playing game Werewolf the Apocalypse. Got it. All right.
Cyanide's good.
Cyanide's based off of World of Darkness stuff, so that's good.
You guys are old, so you'll probably know this one. They're having
Jesus.
a Ghost and Goblins remake.
Fuck that game. I fucking hate that game. Even with a Game Shark, I hate that fucking game. Yeah, that was like the coolest fucking concept, but then you actually play it and you're like, you're kicking fucking puppies because you're so pissed at that thing.
Oh my god.
And then you finally get all the way through it and you gotta fucking start over and do it again. Fuck that. Anyway.
So good.
Yeah, well.
I know you guys probably never played this game called Overcooked. But anybody listening to this who has ever worked in a kitchen or in a restaurant, it's the perfect game for you because it's basically just like a super souped up version of that. They announced Overcooked DLC character where you play as a Swedish chef. And then finally, my favorite announcement was Super Smash Bros. Sephiroth DLC, which again I don't expect you two old fuckers to know.
All right, so I played Super Smash Brothers, and I know who Sephiroth is. So fuck you sideways. All right.
So they announced him, but like, I legitimately like laughed and was horrified and was like side-splittingly laughing my ass off. Where like, there's this image of Sephiroth, and you know he's got that 7-foot like katana or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
and like he's kicking everybody's ass, right? And then there's just a shadow of like Mario being skewered on this fucking 7-foot katana.
God.
It's like, oh, that's fucking dark.
Oh man. Like, what the fuck can Mario really do? You know, I throw a fireball. Yeah, fuck
It's me.
you.
It's a Mario.
Yeah.
Just let me Mario. He fucking stand there and make stupid ass lasagna puns like he did in the stupid cartoon.
Oh, Captain Lou Albano. Damn, rest in peace.
Hey kids, it's me Mario.
Yeah. Damn it. Speaking
You
of,
come over and get your sister's pussy wet.
okay. Damn.
Hey kids, it's me Mario. You go fucking. I'm gonna go fucking eat some chicken and eat some pizza.
Okay.
That show is not appropriate for children.
Oh fuck, Zach.
You remember the episode where Randy Savage was the guest star?
Fucking no.
That
Oh
was
my god.
pretty fucking badass.
I do want to see that.
Yeah, it's Captain Lou and
Mario.
Macho Man.
Yeah, Mario. I eat the mushrooms with you. Hey. Throw it on the floor. I got some nice shrooms for you, you fucking dick.
Did Macho Man play a role as a Koopa Trooper? He's like, oh yeah, Mario.
No, he's just Macho Man.
I'm coming
No,
for ya.
if Macho Man was a Mario character, he'd be the weird caterpillar thing.
Fuck. Okay. What other video games? Anything else good coming out of this awards ceremony? Any Diablo 3?
No, Diablo.
Or
3
Diablo
already
4,
came.
sorry. Jesus.
No. Arc 2 with Vin Diesel, apparently. I don't really give a shit about Arc.
Didn't Ark fall on its fucking face and, like, die
Yes,
after a month or
hard.
two? Yeah.
I think the shocking part of that announcement was that there's a market for fucking Arc 2.
I'm just shocked that there's a market for Vin Diesel.
Well, he is Groot. So.
Yeah, the greatest
There
thing about it was you didn't see him, and I you know what? They just probably said his name. They just probably have some soundboard that's like, I am Groot. Fucking.
I'm looking at the list and like I remember the Callisto Protocol being cool. I just don't remember why.
So Vin Diesel is the guy who put out a fucking album, who sang, who like thought he could sing. Like, this thing is horrible. Like, you thought listening to like fucking you know, what's his name, David Hasselhoff sing. She'll listen to Vin Diesel.
Oh.
Huff.
Oh, really? No, so sorry. I just watched the clip. The Callisto Protocol I was excited for because it's made by the guys who made Dead Space, like the studio who got dissolved from EA, and it's kind of like a spiritual successor of that. And all the things from the trailer, you could see a lot of Dead Space in there.
Nice. Okay.
Anyway, that's another thing I was excited for. I'm done with the Game Awards.
All right. I'm fucking done. I'm done. But yeah, a quick little shout out because we talked about Captain Lou. Tiny Zeus Lister passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We lost Debo.
Debo.
Yeah. he got knocked the fuck out of life.
We
But yeah,
wow.
I guess what the story's going is they didn't hear from him for a while, and they went to his apartment or wherever he was at, and he just was no longer with us. So
Do you
See,
think
I didn't hear that.
in
That's
heaven
sad.
it was like that part where in Friday where they're like, "Oh shit, Debo's coming," and they're just hiding all their chains and shit and halos?
Yeah.
I saw some meme. It was like, "That's my Halo." What Halo?
yeah,
What halo?
yeah, I
So
don't know.
But no, that's sad that they like didn't hear from him and see him because I just found out
Yeah.
on Friday that a guy I worked with for a year passed away, and he was found, and it was at least a minimum of 16 days that he was gone.
Ah, Jesus.
fuck.
A minimum, so I mean, it could have been longer. And they found him, and it was like, oh shit, you know, it's like, that was hard. Like, I walk into the break room, I was working at another store, and I walk into the break room, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, oh, yeah, we just found out today. And I was like, fuck.
Who wants a disturbing story time?
Disturbing
I do.
story time?
I love it.
Okay, so my dad, he's a retired animal control officer, and they called him to a house. He said, "We got like 30 cats. We need you to come and wrangle." And he's like, "Okay, they're probably feral. They're probably crazy. So you're gonna want to, get protective gear and everything." He's like, "Okay." So he goes into the house, and there's cops everywhere. He's like, "What's going on? What happened?" And they're like, "Oh, this old lady, she was in the shower, and as she was stepping out of the shower, she had a heart attack and died, and her 30 cats ran out of food." So,
Oh,
so yeah, my dad had to wrangle these cannibal. Well, they're not cannibals if they're, eating human, but they had the taste for human flesh because they had been locked into their home for like a month or so. Like she had been there for a while. She was just some old lady. Nobody checked on her. She had a heart attack, and her cats needed to survive. So, yeah, there wasn't much left of her, I guess. But those, crazy cat ladies, they do pass away in their home full of all their cats.
And
So-
whatever you care, whatever you think you know about those cats, they will eat you.
Oh yeah. Now, if I go and my cat's hungry, I'm like, go for it, cat, go for it. It's like I'm providing well after I've expired. So it's like, well, so someone's gonna miss a piece of my thigh looking at my casket? No, I don't think so. Fuck
Well,
it.
your thigh and your eyeballs.
Yeah, they do tend to go for the eyes first. I don't know.
Oh, what's the squishiest part of you?
They'll have a pet bird. That would be interesting. But there's your gross out story for the show. Obviously, good stuff. But all right, so we're closing the door on video games, right? You're done with the video game awards and video
I'm
game
done with
announcements.
video game awards. Yeah.
All right, is it time to tackle the fucking shit of news that came out of Disney this week?
You
Well,
bet
before-
your sweet ass it is.
Before we get into all that, I just want to throw...
No, fuck you.
Well, no, because this is going to take forever, and this is just a little bit that I saw. So, Quentin Tarantino is in talks to do a new Star Trek movie.
Fuck. It's gonna have an alien with like 16 feet.
What?
What the hell?
So alien with 16 feet and fucking the Klingons are gonna be hyper fucking gory.
Chris Pine is interested in reprising the role as Captain Kirk, although Tarantino says he's not against that, but he's not following Abrams' timeline. He's like redoing it. He's like, it's going to be a new Star Trek movie.
They're rebooting it
The
again.
N-word a bunch of times.
You get John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson.
Have you seen those commercials where Travolta's Santa?
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm just like, what the hell's going on with this world?
Did I make the good list? He's all, have you quit swearing? Yeah. He's like, uh-huh.
Yeah. There's some like great commercials, and then there's some terrible commercials going right now. I like the ones with Mark Hamill and Patrick Stewart. Those are pretty good. But Patrick Stewart's looking fucking old, sounding old. Like
He's 152 years old.
He's
What do you expect?
83 or something. I don't remember, but yeah, it still baffles me that Mark Hamill is older than Alec Guinness was in Star Wars now. I'm just like, Jesus, that's terrible.
Mark Hamill now looks like if 1977 Mark Hamill melted.
He left him out in the sun on a hot day. It's like, yeah. All right, so there you got that out of the way. We're gonna okay. Do we want to do Christmas movies before, or do we want to jump just into this Disney shit?
So let's do Disney shit first because, well, really, like, all we have to say about Disney is like, oh my God, so much Star Wars.
We got so much Star Wars and we got so much Marvel.
Ashoka Tan's getting her own fucking show.
And the logo for it is the veil. So
like Ashoka Tan's getting her own show. Rogue Squadron's getting their own fucking show. Fucking
Andor's getting his own show.
Andor's getting his own show. Hayden Christensen is fucking coming back as Darth Vader. Oh my God.
I don't see how that's gonna work. Are they gonna like do flashbacks, or are they gonna be like, oh, Darth Vader's taking his helmet off so he can talk to people, and
like how he has his meditation chamber or his back to tanks where he just hangs out and without his helmet on, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's just like that.
So it's just gonna be fucked up, burned Hayden Christensen, like, hey, let me take the helmet off, and it's just Hayden Christensen inside there, or what?
Maybe. I don't care. Hayden Christensen, aside from Attack of the Clones, was an awesome Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah. I mean, Revenge of the Sith was pretty decent. I liked him in that.
Revenge of the Sith was awesome.
Yeah, that was really good. So we're getting Lando as well.
Lando.
We have Donald Glover coming back as Lando.
Ooh, and the Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch, yeah.
The Bad Batch.
That's animated, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that one's animated. Rangers of the New Republic, which is
the Power Rangers Star Wars crossover I've always wanted.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, let's do this. So with all that stuff, they also released Marvel trailers for the stuff that we know about, like What If, which actually looks decent for an animated.
Oh God! Damn,
I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, they're getting all the actors to reprise their roles. Like Robert Downey Jr. is going to be voicing Iron Man, so that's cool.
Oh, good.
Samuel Jackson and Chris. Fuck, I get all the Chris's screwed up. Chris,
because Robert Downey Jr. really needs another $36 million to reprise his roles as Iron Man.
Yeah, so we got What If, we got Loki, a longer preview, which actually makes it look pretty decent. Another longer.
I'm into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like he's getting screwed with by the time police for screwing around in time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. It's a cool concept, and I like the actor, so it sounds like it's going to be fun and interesting. WandaVision got a longer preview, and that's going to have some ramifications throughout the whole MCU. So
I'm curious, like I'm excited for it, but at the same time, just watching the previews, I'm like, God, what is this going to be like?
I suspect the first couple episodes are going to be kind of like spoofs or parodies of like old TV shows. Because it has a very like the 50s one was a very like I Love Lucy.
There's
50s show, and then they have like
Bewitched.
a 70s a Bewitched, and then they have like a Brady Bunch almost, and then coming towards the end of the season, it's gonna be when Doctor Strange is like, no, this is your mind fucking with you, or this is different universes, where there'll be like little hints of it, like maybe like different characters playing different roles, almost like an anthology.
Okay.
Yeah. They got what was the other one? Captain or Winter Soldier and Falcon.
I was excited for that trailer.
Yeah, the trailer actually, like, you have no idea what these are going to be about until they finally release these longer trailers, and then you're
I
like,
didn't.
okay, I see where it's going. I can get with it.
What?
That's cool.
What's the actor's name who plays Winter Soldier? Sebastian.
Stain, something like that. I don't
Well,
know.
I didn't. I thought they got a different guy to play fucking Winter Soldier because I did not recognize him with short hair.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks good. Those are the ones that we've known about for a while. And then we didn't get anything on Moon Knight, really.
No.
No
We got
preview,
a
no
little. We got a logo.
a logo. Yeah, I mean, we didn't get a teaser. We didn't get anything like that. But then they announced that we're going to get a Riri Williams Ironheart series. We're going to get a Captain Marvel, or a Miss Marvel, sorry, a Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan series. The
God, get somebody
She-Hulk
else besides Brie
series.
Larson to play fucking Miss or
Well,
Captain Marvel.
well, Miss Marvel, they're doing that too.
Miss Marvel's a different person altogether.
Yeah, and I guess there's going to be stuff that happens in WandaVision that leads up to the changing of a lot of these actors and actresses in their
Yeah,
roles.
there's talks that they're getting ready to dump Brie Larson because she's becoming too much of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I could have told you that when fucking Endgame was happening, and you could visibly tell how much everybody hated her.
Well, you see all the interviews that they go on, and she was with, like, everyone's sitting together, but she's off on her own seat and shit. Like,
She's like off on her own seat, and then she like starts talking about how she's the new backbone of fucking of Marvel, and Chris Hemsworth is laughing his ass off in her stupid fucking face.
so I'm not going to be the next Jackie Chan. I'm going to be the first Brie Larson. And I was just, okay, and yeah, right there, he just laughed. He's like, oh, all right.
This is this is stupid and shallow of me, and I recognize that, but I thought it was hilarious that she had to have a butt stunt double for Captain Marvel because she has that Hank Hill ass.
I think we just got a name for this episode. That Hank Hill ass. Oh
But
yeah,
I
it's
don't like Captain Marvel was the worst. It is the worst Marvel movie. It's so fucking boring. If it wasn't for introducing the Skrull into the MCU, it had no redeeming qualities at all.
and that actor that played the lead Skrull fucking made that movie.
Yes.
I mean, Star Wars and Ready Player One, and he's been in a bunch of stuff like that. But
You know, here's my thing. If they want to introduce the Skrulls into the MCU, they could have kept Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as part of the cinematic universe like they did for the first couple seasons. They led everything into the movies and what was coming up, and they could have introduced the Skrulls through the TV series instead of bringing that fucking cunt in.
Whoa.
Jeez, V. Okay, we're changing the episode this week. It's going to be called "What the Fuck, Big V."
Well,
Jesus.
no, she just like.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Hearing half
No.
hearing half her interviews and like demanding like full credit on things and fucking I don't know. She's
Well, like demanding full credit on things and telling about how she's going to be the backbone of Endgame, and she's in it for a whole 10 seconds.
right.
She's very important. She brought Tony Stark back to Earth. Okay.
Which
All
they
right,
apparently
moving right
stole from
along.
DC.
So, but
God, I hate her.
all right. It's palpable. You can actually feel it. I can feel it over here.
And
The
this
hate
isn't-
coming
hold on.
from both of you. I'm
I
no
want-
fan
I
either.
wanna-
I'm just saying.
I want to be clear. This isn't like I'm not one of those guys who are like, "Oh, I fucking hate women superheroes or women leads." I
sound-
loved Wonder Woman.
Sound like an incel.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not a fucking incel. I loved Wonder Woman as a movie, and
I
I'm
can't
looking
fap
forward
to
to
Brie
Miss Marvel.
Larson.
Fuck.
You're looking.
I'm even madder because I can't because I don't find her attractive.
No.
As
there
dumb
was-
and shallow as that is.
Yeah, even in Scott Pilgrim, I was just like, oh, it's that actress.
She was in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah,
Who was she in Scott Pilgrim?
she was
The ex-girlfriend.
yeah, one of the exes.
Oh, the ex-girlfriend.
She was the
Yeah.
one with Brandon Roth, the vegan.
That was her?
That was her. Yeah. It's funny because there's so many people that went on to do other superhero things outside of that movie. So you got Brandon Roth, who was Superman and the Atom, and then you got her, and then you got Chris. Fuck, I always screw up the Chris's now.
Chris
because-
Evans.
Evans,
Chris
thank you. Evans, who goes on to Captain America and who was
the best part in that movie.
Johnny Storm. Yeah, that was the best part of that movie. But yeah, she was in that too.
Not saying anything, but Scott Pilgrim is a fucking awesome movie anyway.
Love that movie.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it. And she was in that, and I was just like, oh, it's the girl from Scott Pilgrim and another show that I watched called The United States of Terra.
I didn't realize that was her.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else she was in before that we would have known her from, but I can't think of anything.
Well, because she was in nothing. She
won an Oscar for The Room or whatever.
She wants all the credit for carrying the MCU on her back, but she was in Endgame for 10 seconds, and all she did was hold up Thanos' hand.
And they literally shoehorned her into the fucking timeline. It's like, all right, so we're going to do this, but in the 90s, so that we can fit you in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's... The character, I used to like the character when she was on the Avengers in the comics, but when that uniform changed and the hair and they changed her into some kind of just different character with all of that stuff, like Binary got into her brain and turned her to an asshole, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they just changed the character and it pretty much picked the perfect actress to portray her because they're both assholes. But... So, yeah, I guess neither of us or any of us are looking forward to Captain Marvel 2.
Nope.
But we're getting the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel, so we'll see what happens.
Like I'm excited for Miss Marvel, but like Captain Marvel 2, I'll watch it because I'm already like 107 movies deep into this universe.
Yeah.
And they'll all be interconnected anyway. But like I'll probably wait till it's in the $5 bin in Walmart.
Yeah, my wife likes my wife. I have to say that every time I say my wife. She liked the first one, and I'll end up seeing the next one in the theater if that's even the case, you know. So
the only thing I liked about the first one was fucking Sam Jackson, man.
Yeah,
Sam Jackson, the guy who played the head Skrull.
Yeah, that dude. Ready Player One and Star Wars
guy.
I don't know his fucking name.
But, yeah,
okay,
I don't remember
back to Star Wars, The Mandalorian.
Yeah, Star Wars. Interesting episode. I mean, I don't know if they made him take his helmet off because Pedro Pascal was bitching about it so much, but
that's exactly why they took it off.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, we're going to see it happen a lot more often.
Yeah, I think with the way that the character's going, and this episode was a big indicator of that he's going to start losing faith in that his Mandalorian sect, and because, he's going to...
Yeah, they kind of touched on like, oh no, he's part of this religious zealot sect of the Mandalorians where they don't remove their helmets.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to kind of touch on is that I've been seeing a bunch of groups who are like, oh, how does he trim down his beard and his mustache so perfectly? His sect is that they don't show their face to the enemy or to anybody. He could still go into his bathroom, take off his helmet, and fucking shave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they talk about that in an earlier episode when she brings him food, and she leaves the room and he takes off his helmet to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like every fucking Mandalorian group I'm in are like, oh, if he can't take off his helmet, how come he's got this perfect mustache and beard? Well, he just can't show his helmet off to people.
When he goes to sleep and stuff, he leaves the helmet on, and we've seen that in the show. But yeah, he takes it off when no one's around, except for Grogu, I guess. I don't know.
Wasn't that mostly just him dozing off in his captain's chair?
No, he went in the little pod thing that he sleeps in.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they're gonna write it so that he's going to take off the helmet more. And it's still awkward as hell for me to see his face with the Mandalorian's voice coming out of it. I'm like, did they dub that, or is that really him? What the fuck?
So I think that part was played perfectly because you could tell how awkward he was without his helmet. Like Pedro Pascal is great, charismatic actor, and him portraying that awkwardness where like I have my helmet off and I'm not comfortable was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I see the foreshadowing because when they were having that conversation, he's like, "All right, so what's up? Can you not?" He's like, "Are you not allowed to show your face, or you don't want to show your face?" He was like, What's the deal here? Like, is it?" He was trying to break it down and find out. He's like, "You say you can't take off the helmet, but then you say you can't show your face." He's like, "What is it? You gotta make up your mind." And it kind of broke it down like, yeah, what is the rules here? And I think Mando's sitting there kind of realizing, like, yeah, why do I have to keep this on?
Yeah, he's been separated from his tribe, and he's seeing other tribes where it's not that big a deal, and
Yeah.
Which I wish Sasha Banks would have been part of his tribe so she could keep the helmet on.
Oh, okay. How crazy would it have been for them to book her in that show, and she never takes her helmet off?
Oh, she'd be so butthurt. You know it.
Yeah. It's like when South Park would have like George Clooney as a special guest star, and he's the
As a
fucking
cat.
dog. he's the gay dog. Yeah, that would have been epic casting. They'd just get people all involved in it, and then you never see her. But they do that a lot with stormtroopers. I guess like Kevin Smith and Daniel Craig and all these people have been.
Daniel Craig was traitor.
Oh, okay.
And that's his official name in the movie is that TR8R.
Oh, okay.
And he was the guy who has that weird baton thing. He's like, traitor!
Oh, I'll have to go back and which one was it? I haven't.
Force Awakens.
Okay, I'll go back and watch that one then. That would be interesting to see. There's tons of stuff like that in this new trilogy where like people just are there, but you don't know it.
Yeah, by the way, isn't it weird that like Bill Burr's character has more backstory than fucking Finn has in like 18 movies?
Yeah, like I understand Bill Burr's motivations. I don't understand anything about Finn's. Alright, he wants to get with Rey. I understand that. Hey, that's universal. But why the fuck did he?
His whole point in that story is to get cucked by Kylo Ren.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They could have done so much more with him, man. I hope they do books or something like expanding on his story because I would read those. I would love it. I fucking read Phasma for God's sake.
Phasma's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, these minor characters that get nothing in the movies, they get so much more.
I think the most horrifying part of introduction of like Bill Burr's character is that now there's a planet. Canonically, there's a planet of people who have Boston accents.
I always wondered about that, how different accents get transferred over into the Star Wars galaxy.
Now, canonically, there's just a fucking planet in Star Wars that's just characters from The Departed. Yeah. Calling each other hard-ons and cocksuckers.
Yeah, it's planet BOSTON. planet Boston. Yeah. Boston.
Boss T0N.
Yeah, do something like that. Bostion. But
hey, you fucking hot on.
Oh shit! John Cena's on the planet. He's there. You just can't see him, but he's there. He's from what is it? Newbury, Boston? Yeah, Newbury, Massachusetts.
That's not Boston, you.
I know,
moron.
But it's part. All right, he's got the fucking. He had the accent, and then he lost it. It's kind of weird. Kind of like Scarlet Witch.
The Marky Mark.
Yeah. Fucking Mark. I'm the doctor of tokenomics, yo. Okay, I'm turning this off. But,
I completely forgot about Scarlet Witch, by the way.
She just lost her accent over the course of a few months.
She was Russian in Civil War and Age of Ultron, and then by the time Endgame and the other one came out, that I can't remember for some reason. Infinity War.
She was Sokovian. All right, let's get it right. All right. Always remember Yes, perhaps, but you know.
So, I'm just wondering what they're going to do in season 3 with Gina Carano.
Gian. Oh, he's dying the end of this season.
No,
He?
Gina Carano is the chick, who she
Cara
played.
Dune. Cara Dune.
Yeah.
Cara Dune.
Oh, I thought you were mispronouncing fucking Giancarlo Esposito's name.
No, Gina Carano. I guess.
Oh, fuck. Jesus. Oh, fuck. The fuck is that?
I can't breathe. Oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, fucking say. Oh.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there quiet. He's just like, he's fuming right now.
So butthurt. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god, my chest hurts. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I'm crying.
V's just slow breathing into the microphone.
Oh my god.
You're right, V? Now he won't talk. He's mad.
He's off the air.
I'm just waiting for somebody to drop.
Oh my god.
You'll laugh yourself to death.
Oh my god.
All right, so so he's asking about Cara Dune.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh man.
Oh man, those 10 minutes of this podcast done.
Oh. Damn. That's like on par with you're a wizard, Big V.
Oh my god.
Oh. All right, so we'll get this fucking back on track.
In my defense, I'm about 6 deep right now, so you gotta forgive me.
Oh. All right, so V, you're asking the character of Cara Dune, played by Gina Carano. You want to know?
Not Giancarlo Esposito.
Jesus. Oh.
So just basically with all her rants and raves throughout media, there's a lot of people that are very disappointed with her beliefs and what she's saying out there.
Believes she's massively transphobic, and fuck her for that.
Right. That's
What did she say? I mean, for the way I heard it is like everyone was giving her shit for not putting pronouns in her thing, and it's just like a kind of a thing. She put beep,
there was
bop,
something
boop,
else.
and then she
she has her transphobic problems, and then she like a really huge Trump, like she was like rallying for Trump and like calling people stupid for not voting for him and just all kinds of shit. She just got out there and got very vocal, like unlike a lot who like sit back and do minimal things. She was just like out there. So it's like, are they going to do something? I mean, They
Well,
haven't.
from what I had heard, is that due to that incident, Disney was waiting for her to apologize or something like that, and then give her her own show. But then it got canceled. But then it's still a possibility. So that's all I've heard on it.
I mean, people haven't taken to the protesting like they did with Johnny Depp and what's her name, Amber Hearst or
Amber Heard.
her.
Fuck them for that. They need to fire that bitch.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the politics behind it is. I don't know what the story is. But that's what I had heard. There was a possibility of us getting a show based off of her. But yeah, I guess because of those issues or whatever, they're kind of holding back on it. But she's probably going to show up in Rangers of the New Republic. It kind of
See,
helped out along.
and that's the thing.
Bum.
I like her character, but I couldn't see her on her own show. Like I couldn't see her own series. She's a good supporting
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully. Yeah, like she's she's enough of a character that like she's interesting as a side character, but she's not as interesting to carry her own series.
Right. I mean, anything she ever plays, she doesn't have any like emotion or enthusiasm. It's just kind of like. So I mean, she plays that character very well, and that's good for a supporting character. But if you got a fucking hour-long episode each week, do you just want somebody that stands around scowling, going, ugh?
Well, see if they put
she'll,
her in.
she'll pull her armor down a little bit to show her cleavage and be like, ugh. You know?
If they put her in the lead of something like the Rangers of the New Republic, where she's the lead, but there's an ensemble cast, then I can see them doing something like that and it working. But I don't know if she could carry one on her own.
Yeah, no. If she was the lead, like the leader of this group of people, yeah, but that doesn't make her the lead of the show.
You know, I mean, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was named after the lead character, but it was an ensemble cast kind of thing. So they do something similar to that. I could see it working for her character.
Yeah. Good
But,
work.
yeah, I mean, so
So-
we got
Any predictions on what we're going to get for this Friday's episode? Or,
Mando is going to kill the shit out of Moff Gideon and get the Darksaber.
think so.
I don't think we're getting the Darksaber yet. I think Mando's going to. I think Mando's going to save Grogu.
Gabagool.
Gabagool.
Gobble gobble gobble. I think he's going to save him. I think we're going to give Boba Fett a proper farewell. And then I think we're going to possibly. And I still don't know if we're going to see a Jedi, like who the Jedi is, or if we're just going to see a silhouette. But we'll at least
Cal
get
Kestis.
we'll at least get the idea that a Jedi
Ezra.
a Jedi got the calling, and I think that's how they're going to end it.
It'll either be Cal Kestis or Mace Windu.
That'd be the shit if it's Mace.
I'm still saying Ezra. But, you know,
Darth
Do you
Maul.
think?
Darth Maul shows up, you're like, oh, fuck.
No, Darth Maul canonically gets killed by Obi-Wan later.
Yeah.
He gets killed by Obi-Wan later for training Baby Yoda, yo.
It's Goku, all right?
Goku?
Go.
Kame!
So, aside from all the Star Wars news that came out, the
Hold on, one last Mando talk. How fucking
go for it.
How hard did you get goosebumps when Mando gave Moff Gideon the same exact speech where like, you don't know how much he means to me. That was fucking gold.
Yeah, when he popped it. Dude, you see the look on his face, too? He was like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
You never see, like, that's the best part about every character Giancarlo Esposito plays is that you never see him get nervous until right now, and that makes it like mean so much more.
Yeah. We only have one episode, right? This is the season finale.
This is the season finale Friday.
All right. So they got a lot of shit to cover.
Today, actually.
Oh yes, we're gonna Tarantino that and pretend that we're doing this on the day it releases.
We're totally not recording on Tuesday night.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully the season finale is decent, and we'll have that to talk about next week. But yeah, I think it'll be good. They said it like the whole season was setting up for this battle, so Boba Fett's got his shiny new armor and everything else, you know. Well, he cleaned it up.
Was that weird to anybody else? Where like seeing flawless Boba Fett armor?
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting.
Like I dug it, I got why, but it was still just kind of like, that's not you, bro.
Well, he's still got the dent in the helmet, so that's kind of cool.
Which is weird, like you can't hammer that out, apparently.
That shit don't buff out, man. You can't fucking Bondo or something in there.
You just take a hammer and just whack it.
Yeah. So, we got all the Star Wars stuff. We got all the Marvel stuff. The couple of things came through that they announced, which I'm really interested in. They're going to go forward and do another Indiana Jones. So,
really?
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I love Indiana Jones, so I'm cool with that.
Well, yeah, but Harrison Ford hates it and hates you for loving it.
Yeah. Well,
what does Harrison Ford like?
Callista Flockhart, I guess. I don't know. Ally McBeal.
The funniest thing is like he was on stage for like the Golden Globes, I think it was, and they played the Indiana Jones music, and he just gets up there and he's like, "That fucking music is gonna haunt me wherever I go."
Well, they're roping him into another one, evidently, and another strange one that I'm interested to see what actually happens. They're gonna bring back Willow.
Yes.
Yeah. What the hell is this about? So
it's gonna be Warwick Davis. He's dead already. Nobody knows about this. He's already dead, but they're gonna marinate him on the stage.
Marinate him or marionette him?
Marionette.
Okay. They're fucking soaking him in brine, or what the fuck are they doing?
They're gonna soak him in tequila and lime juice for 72 hours. Slow roast him.
Oh my god. They just shove animatronics up his ass and make him walk around. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Like, when the hell did Willow come out? Like 80 what? That's a stretch to be doing something with that property. And don't get me wrong, it was a great movie, but why would they dust off Willow after all these years?
Because they got nothing else.
That's true. Well, there's the Acolyte, so that's, that's coming. Anyway. But, yeah, Disney Plus is going to be very, very active, so. About 10 years worth of stuff coming out here.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking nuts.
Oh, on movies, back to movie subjects. Have you guys seen the movie The Dead Don't Die?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it. With Bill Murray?
Bill Murray and fucking Adam Driver.
Adam Driver's fucking awesome in anything.
I liked him in, what is it? Lucky Logan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I liked him in that. That was a good movie. I didn't see that. Why, are they doing a sequel or something, or?
No, I just I finally watched it, and it was like totally like not what I expected, and I was fucking laughing my ass off, and then like I'm like, whoa, like the movie was just so weird. It was like, I mean, it was like back when I used to smoke weed, it would be one of those movies that you'd smoke a bunch of pot and watch it and be like, what the fuck?
I'm more amazed with the fact that you don't smoke weed anymore.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard when you're allergic to it, but hey.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is that a thing? You can be allergic to weed?
it causes my throat to swell up, and then I vomit, and the vomit doesn't escape. So
Oh my god. I guess so. I guess that is a thing. God. But all right, well, that's all the big news that came out from Disney. Any other news or anything like that, or?
uh,
Nah.
Not that I could think of.
I'm excited for Christmas to watch Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
say,
Reviews are coming out for it today.
Oh, how's it looking? You said it was 8 out of 10.
Well, actually, reviews are coming out for it on Tuesday. It's Friday now.
Oh yes, yes.
Reviews are coming out for it. They've all been pretty well.
So, for Wonder Woman, I was talking to my wife, and she's like, "Oh,
My wife.
I was like, "Why? I'd like to see it in the theater or something. And we don't have any theaters out here playing it." And she's like, "Oh, just watch it on Disney Plus or HBO Max." Blah blah blah. So anyway, fast forward a couple weeks, and we're actually going out of town for Christmas. So we're visiting my sister-in-law in Utah, and Utah's I guess lockdown isn't very strict at all, and they still have movie theaters going. So you can rent out a movie theater for $100 and have your own personal showing of a movie. So we're going to see Wonder Woman 84 in the theater. It's just me, my wife, and my wife, sister-in-law, her husband, my brother-in-law, and like their 4 kids. We're just going to be in the theater by ourselves, and it was only like $100 to go and watch it, which is pretty damn close to what you would pay for the tickets anyway. So it's an interesting thing that they're doing, and I get to go to a theater, which is amazing because I think the last theater movie I saw was fucking Star Wars.
Damn.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I will be seeing Wonder Woman 84 on the big screen.
Well, fuck you. And yeah.
All right, well.
No, that's awesome, dude. It looks like I have to take a trip to fucking Utah.
Yeah, I mean, or you could go over the border to Vancouver. I think
like I'm pretty sure we could do it here in Oregon,
yeah,
or at least in McMinnville.
Probably McMinnville. There's nothing in Portland. Like, all theaters are like just shut down, dead, like fucking gone.
Hey, we have that one theater at downtown Portland where it's like fucking old couches that you sit on and stuff.
In
Yeah,
the
but like I'm
in the
not afraid of
immortalized
catching.
words, motherfucker. In the immortalized words of Bret Hart, if you were to give Oregon an enema, you'd stick the hose in Portland.
Oh yeah, directly.
But I wouldn't be afraid of catching coronavirus on those couches. I'd be afraid of catching everything else.
Fucking
Hepatitis
needle in
C.
your ass when you sit down. God, that was fucking dirty shit. Anyway.
Oh, I sat on this couch. Oh no, there's the needle. Oh, now I'm addicted to heroin.
Thank you, Portland.
Yeah, fucking Portland. But there's a little area of Portland now that we can all hang out in. The autonomous zone. We have one now here. It's awesome. It's not just for Seattle anymore.
Oh yeah.
It's right over by where we wrestle. So
Is it?
yeah, it's I think a block or two away from the BCW arena.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, you see all this stuff on the news, and you're like, "Oh, I used to go and like get chicken there or something." It's like the was it the policeman's auxiliary offices or wherever the hell it was that got hit. Like right across it is that Heavenly Donuts that I'd usually stop and get something from on the way back from a fucking match. It's just like, oh, I know that place. The nice lady who gets you donuts is like the window, like trying to board it up before people come. I was like, I know her. Oh, yeah, it's interesting, but anyway, moving away from dipping our toe in politics. About Christmas movies, since this will be, I mean, the next show we have will drop on Christmas. I doubt anyone will, be paying attention.
We're gonna start making this a Christmas tradition. So every Christmas you'll see a Dark Asylum podcast drop.
Yes. So your top 5 Christmas movies
All right.
that you try to get every year. They don't have to be traditional, but if you consider them a
Non-traditional.
Christmas movie.
Non-traditional is better.
Yeah, well, I already wrote it down, so fuck you.
My number
We're doing.
5.
Okay,
Go
go
V,
ahead.
run with it, V, go.
My number 5 was Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore.
Oh shit!
Who?
Damn, you're young, fucking kid. Yeah, that's an old one, man.
That's old.
Fuck, you're old.
I know you're young, fucking kid. Yeah, I remember that one. It was interesting. It was a little warped, wasn't it?
A little. It's so. I think what got me liking to watch it every year was it was kind of my mom would watch it all the time, but she loved the Arthur movies with Dudley Moore, where he
Yeah.
was the fucking alcoholic rich dude who lost all his money, and so it was just Dudley Moore. I was like, okay, I like this shit, but no, it's a decent little movie. It wasn't. When I got older watching it, I'm like, okay, maybe this wasn't so much of a kiddie Christmas movie, but back then
Yeah.
it wasn't really that bad either. I mean, I would show it to my kid now, and it's like it's fucking tame compared to what's out there.
Yeah. For its time, it was a little bit out there, but yeah, I remember it. I don't think I've ever seen it, but I do remember it.
1985.
85, yeah. It's a good year. Isn't that the year after? Or no, it was same year as Back to the Future.
Yeah,
So 85 was a big year for movies, man.
yeah. Dudley Moore, John Lithgow.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So Santa Claus the movie. My number 5 would be. I mean, it falls in between Halloween and Christmas, so it's fucking Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean,
Oh yeah, I get it.
I try to watch that one, but it's number 5 because it's kind of more Halloween than Christmas to me. But in between Michael Myers and all that other shit, I try to squeeze that one in right at the end towards Halloween. But no, I love Night Before Christmas. It's fucking Danny Elfman singing again, which is something I missed. That's always cool. And yeah, Night Before Christmas. Everyone knows that one, so fuck it.
Yeah.
It's why elaborate. Everyone knows what the hell I'm talking about.
So honestly, Nightmare Before Christmas would be my number 6. My number 5, because it's so new, would be Fat Man, and we kind of talked about that last week.
Yeah, I just watched it yesterday for the first
What did you
time.
think of it?
It was funny to me that they took it so seriously. like
It's like
that-
tongue in cheek. Seriously, it's taken so seriously that it can't be taken seriously.
yeah, it was perfect too, because Mel Gibson was just this grizzled old Santa Claus, and none of it was played for laughs, none of it was but it was.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, it was fun. It was probably going to be added to my Christmas watching list, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's so serious that you can't take it seriously, and it's played not for laughs. That it's funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's genius because of that.
the kid was a fucking spot on asshole kid, which worked perfect.
Dude, he's
Well-
all fucking the battery to the fucking girl. She's just sitting there like, what the fuck?
for losing the science fair. Yeah, I thought it was
So
hilarious that
you're going to take it back, tell him you got help, and you're never going to fucking speak of this again.
I thought it was hilarious that Santa had a black Mrs. Claus because it's Mel Gibson,
Yeah,
Well,
it'd be even funnier if she was Jewish.
well, you don't know. Maybe well, I guess she couldn't be, but Christmas and
She
all.
couldn't be because then Mel Gibson won't let her on the set.
Jesus Christ.
But no, I liked it. It was an interesting watch, and like I said, I just watched it last night, so it's still fresh in my mind. But Walter Goggins was great. And, you know, all of it was pretty funny. But the fact, like I said, that they took it so serious and they played it so
Yes.
deadpan just adds to
Yes.
it, you know?
It's so perfect.
Yeah, I
He's all
liked it.
dropping the Alka-Seltzer in the fucking whiskey shot.
Johnny
Honestly-
Carson, baby.
Like, out of any movie, that part made me openly gag.
Yeah.
Like, he does that, and I'm sitting in my chair just fucking...
All right, V, what's your number 4?
My number 4 was the Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right. Hey, we're going to save some time on this now. All right, so my number 4 is actually the Black Christmas remake that came out, I think, early 2000s.
Okay.
I actually like the remake more than the original, and the killer, it was like every death was Christmas themed. So, you know, sharpening a candy cane and jamming it into someone's eye and, you know, shit like that. I loved it because it was another one of those things where it was almost like Fat Man, where they took it so serious, but
Yeah.
he's fucking shoving like Christmas lights in the eye sockets and shit like that. So, but it's different because it's a horror movie for Christmas. But other than Silent Night, Deadly Night, I couldn't think of any other horror Christmas movies.
Krampus.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one with Goldberg too. I forgot about that one. Yeah. So that was my number 4, the Black Christmas remake from 2006.
My number 4 is In Bruges, which is Colin Farrell movie.
Is that Christmas? I
That is Christmas.
didn't watch it all the way through. All right. I started
man.
it and then something came up, but yeah, I've heard of
It
it.
has probably my favorite scene in any movie where Colin Farrell judo chops a coked up midget. Oh, no, not just a coked up midget, a coked up racist midget.
Nice.
Jesus.
All right.
I mean, I just said that line, and I've already sold you two on, and everybody listening to this on the movie.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and watch this all the way through now. So,
No, it was good.
all right. In Bruges. V, what you got?
I
So
got
number 3.
Gremlins.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Gremlins scared the living shit out of me when I was a kid.
Because you're a pussy.
Well, at that point, yeah, I had been. I think I was like 6 or 7.
God, you're
It
such
was-
a bitch.
Well, hey, I mean, this was my gateway drug into horror was fucking Gremlins,
Yeah.
dude. So,
I won't
Now-
lie. When I was a kid, I was a massive pussy too.
well, I mean, you got to get unpussified somewhere. I guess Gremlins
Yeah.
was my unpussified horror movie.
I mean, I wouldn't say it ever scared me, but it was creepy enough. It wasn't like anything, because I guess the difference, and I guess we might have talked about this before, I was watching horror movies like in diapers, like my stepdad, he would, my mom would be like, no, he's like, they're never too young. If they don't grow up watching now.
Here, have a shot of this whiskey and take a drag off of my cigarette, boy.
Well, pretty much.
Quit being such a bitch. Stop crying at Chucky.
So I mean, we were watching shit like Chopping Mall, Deadly Friend, just all kinds of fucking horror movies growing up. It was just like,
Rolling your stepdad's doobies.
so it didn't necessarily scare me, but it was creepy enough because it was like, it's almost like any fuzzy little doll. It was like, okay.
Yeah. Gremlins is great. I mean, these years later, it's a great movie, especially for Christmas. That's perfect. It takes place during Christmas, but it's not your traditional holiday Christmas movie, you know?
Right. It was one of those arguments. Now, is it a Christmas movie? Hey, if it took place during Christmas time, it's a Christmas fucking movie.
Yeah, that's what I say. Fuck it. So, all right, my number 3, I guess we're up to. I'm trying to look at my list here.
God, it's gonna be something lame.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Holy fuck, I was right.
Fuck you. You never see? Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted
So
to be an asshole.
yeah, okay. I would have said anything, and you would have been like, "Fuck you." Okay. So
You could have said Die Hard. Now they've been
Die
like,
Hard.
you
Oh,
fucking prick.
pussy. Nah. Yeah, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's got Robert Downey Jr. It's got Val Kilmer and probably his best role of all time as Gay Perry.
Not Batman.
Yeah, not Batman. I mean, that goes to Michael Keaton for me. But it's
I
directed
want-
by Shane Black, so you know, fuck man, that dude contributed so much great shit through the years.
I want Val Kilmer to play Batman, but I want Val Kilmer now.
Yeah, did you see Jane Silent Bob reboot?
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of Batman right there, but he doesn't even say anything.
He's so fucking bloated.
But yeah, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's not a traditional Christmas movie, but Robert Downey Jr. is great in it, and like I said, Val Kilmer's fucking awesome in it. It's like a film noir kind of mystery thing, but it takes place during Christmas, and Michelle Monaghan is pretty hot in a little Santa's helper outfit, so you know, enjoy that, everybody. So that would be my number 3.
My number 3 is the best, I'm going to say comedy, probably put to film, unintentional comedy put to film, and it'd be Santa's Sleigh.
That the one with Goldberg?
Starring the one, the only, Goldberg!
That's right. I knew we were fucking.
Santa, Bill Goldberg plays a murderous Santa Claus. How fucking, like, we should have stopped making movies right then.
Yeah.
Because that was the top of it right there.
Yeah, there's where do you go from there? I mean,
Yeah.
2005 was the pinnacle of filmmaking, and it's all been
And then,
downhill since then.
Apparently, that's when he met his wife, and it was in the movie. It was a stripper who stuck her muff in his face.
I like you. Will you marry me? Awesome. All right, V.
Number 2, Die Hard.
All right, yeah.
Fucking basic bitch.
You know what? That is Die Hard is fucking awesome. It is my
It is.
family holiday movie, and my best memory of that is down at the OMSI. They had it was almost like a scratch and sniff movie, but it was they
Ew.
gave you this tray of food, and with the little number would pop up on the screen, and you'd open up the little container for whatever number it was, and there would be something in there to eat. Like you open one up, and it's a Twinkie when the cops in the AM/PM getting treats and shit, and then they'd have like a bologna sandwich for where they're at the party, and they'd have all these weird little things that you would eat throughout the movie, and it was fun. So Die Hard's cemented as a holiday favorite around here.
When the movie first came out, I mean, that's what we did. We would watch it during Christmas, like way before this whole argument, like, is it a Christmas movie or not? Like, my belief was if it took place during Christmas, it was a Christmas movie.
Yeah, no, I
And
agree with you.
Then all of a sudden, like, years down the road, all this, like, blow up, like, the argument whether it's really a Christmas movie or not. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? Like, it's always been a Christmas movie. Have my parents lied to me?
Yeah. Yeah, to me it is. So I watch it for Christmas every year. But all right, so my next one, since you took Die Hard, it gives me an alternate. I'm gonna. It is a traditional Christmas movie, but it's probably one of my favorites. Bad Santa. So
Nice.
I love
Oh.
Billy Bob
That was your
Thornton in
number
that
2?
movie. Well, Die Hard was, but yeah.
Well, Bad Santa's my number 2.
All right, so you want me to change mine? I can change mine again.
We could talk about Bad Santa. Bad Santa's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh no, that's it's a Christmas movie, but it's the most foul-mouthed fucking. It's like your Uncle Jim who gets drunk at the fucking Christmas dinner and starts swearing up a storm. It's like that movie form, you know. But I love fucking Bad Santa, and I watch it
Bad
every
Santa's a
year.
great fucking movie.
Yeah, much to my wife's chagrin, I
My
watch it
wife!
every year. And she's like, "Oh fuck, are we watching this again?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
The second one was fucking terrible, but I will always
Oh,
watch the first one. So
I refuse to watch the second one. I've never watched it. I refuse to watch it.
it was stupid. Yeah.
Nah.
there's very few movies that I
The-
refuse to acknowledge exist, and Bad Santa 2 is one of them.
As far as that goes, Bad Santa 2 and Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, well, both of them, Dumb and Dumberer and Dumb and Dumber 2.
Dumb and Dumber was. This is coming from me. It was fucking stupid.
Yeah, and not in the good way like Dumb and Dumber
Not in
was.
the good way. Not in
Yeah.
the good way.
Yeah. All right. So we just took 2 out with
Yeah, we
Bad
just
Santa.
took Bad Santa was my number 2.
It was funny.
So-
So Zach's number 2 was Bad Santa, mine was Die Hard, and Darkness was he alternated both.
Yeah. So,
All right.
what's your next one, V?
So my
Number
number
one,
one,
V.
my number one. This is the greatest Christmas movie of all fucking time. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yep. There you go, fucker. You took it. I mean, that's got to be fucking number 1. That's like, it's a more watered down version of Bad Santa, where it's not quite as mean spirited, but
Dude, that whole movie, like fucking Griswold, he fucking, from doing the lights to his fucking, it's just everything. That movie, I'm like, cutting the tree down and getting the fucking the squirrel stuck inside.
yeah,
It's not my number 1, but it is a solid contender.
yeah, oh yeah. So that was my number 1, and now I'm gonna just throw in an alternate because fuck you. Okay, so if you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, would you consider Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
They both take place right around that time. So, but anyway, I was gonna say Lethal Weapon, but I'm gonna go with Home Alone because
The origins of the Jigsaw Killer.
yes, if you think of it from that perspective, it adds so much more to it.
Home Alone's definitely one of those that I don't think it quite hit my top 5, but I mean it's in there. It's definitely a good Christmas movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, your traditional, loving Christmas movie, but yeah, that was the first movie my mom took me to, and she taught me how to sneak into another theater.
Whoa!
So, yeah, my sister got to go to the Ice Capades with some friends of the family, and they didn't have enough tickets, so my mom's like, fuck it, we'll go to the movies. We'll go see 2 movies. I'm like, oh shit. So we saw Kindergarten Cop and Home Alone, right? One right after the other.
My mom made me a criminal that day.
You paid for one and got the other one for free.
Damn right. Double features do exist. Fuck you. So, yeah, Home Alone I'll go with for mine.
And
So.
that's the thing. It's so easy to watch multiple movies by paying for one, as long as you don't be stupid,
We are
yeah.
not admitting to felonies on this podcast.
How would that even be a fucking felony?
I'm not
Pretty sure
saying
it's a felony.
I'm not saying
A felony would be if you get over like $100 range, $200 range, another $10. No, that's not felony.
no. I'm not saying I do it. I'm just saying it's so easy because all you got to do is literally walk into another theater, sit down, and as long as you're not being a jackass, somebody's not going to walk up and ask you for your ticket.
Yeah. As a former theater employee, we don't give a fuck. It's just, if you want to come out and buy more shit and then walk back in, that would probably be more advantageous. We would,
Just don't be a dickhead.
yeah. When I was in high school, they had. This is gonna be another fucking. We went to the movies, and we only had enough movies amongst the 3 of us, my friends, after the bus fare and everything, to get 1 ticket. So my buddy buys a ticket. He goes into the theater, and he opens up the exit door. And then the rest of us come in the door, and he closes it. And then the usher comes in, and he's like, "What? Did this door open?" And then my buddy's like, "Oh yeah, I went for a smoke." He's like, "Oh, okay." He turned around, walked away. And that was it. So, that's the kind of shit we used to pull. We weren't slinging drugs or nothing. We were sneaking into fucking with the double team.
Right.
Jean-Claude Van Damme in his best role with Dennis Rodman. That's what we snuck into. You fucking believe that?
Oh
So
my
fucking
God.
lame.
Yeah.
My number one, and probably the greatest Christmas movie, tied with National Lampoon's.
Don't say it. I know what he's gonna say. Go ahead.
What am I gonna say?
Christmas Story.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Go for it. What you got?
Batman Returns.
Oh, untraditional, but yes, it is taking place during Christmas time.
It is a Christmas movie.
Yep.
Nice.
There's nothing I can't say about Batman Returns that we haven't already said on this show. That it's just Michael Keaton's a perfect Batman. Danny DeVito is the perfect Penguin. Like
Yes.
even though he's kind of like less of an aristocrat like Bruce Wayne, and he's more just like gross and demented and deformed, and he's fucking man, I'm the Penguin and I want to fuck Catwoman. Meh."
That Catwoman was pretty good too.
Michelle Pfeiffer, oof,
Yeah.
my sexual awakening.
Do you remember the Ice Queen in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, her too. I was just like, whoa. And she gets offed, and I'm like, no. But yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer in that movie was the realization that one day I'm gonna be dominated by a woman.
All right.
All right. So before we go on to our final chapter of the podcast, didn't we have a question this week?
We had two.
We had two. Oh, you had one, huh? We had two listener questions. One, of course, it's basically a segment of the show. Is Sign Guy's question of the week.
No, it should be what the fuck does Sign Guy want this week?
See, like I said, man, he'll ask me a question, and then as he listens to the episode, he starts doing like the DVD commentary track and texting it all to me. You know, all right. He's like, oh no, you're wrong. It's this. I'm like, okay, cool. At least he's listening. So his question for the week is, which movie did you go to see with the absolute bottom of the barrel, dirt worst garbage can expectations, and walk out thinking it was far better than you thought it would be?
Mine would have to be Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
So my kid wanted to
Ant-Man
go.
was one of mine too.
My kid wanted to go see it, and I'm just like, absolutely not. It's not Hank Pym. Who the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, no. They're like ruining a whole bunch of shit for me. And then, like, why is Hank Pym fucking 80 years old? Like, God, Jesus Christ, no. So my kid drags me to it, and I watched it, and I walked out, and I thanked him. I'm like, thank you. Like, you know, you brought me. I love this movie. Now, I couldn't say that for Ghostbusters when he dragged me there. He tried to say, you liked it, didn't you? I'm like, no, fuck this movie. Fuck you for taking me. Fuck it. Fuck it all. But yeah, Ant-Man was, I went into it, like, kicking and screaming. It was like, fuck this movie. I'm just going to take a nap.
Wow. And turned out you loved it.
I walked out going, shit, do I have time to take you to see it again? Like,
Nice. All right. This one might be going back a little bit, but stepping back from when I was a kid and we used to go to the movies, taking the bus, all that bullshit. I lost the movie of the week choice, and we had to go see this movie called The Frighteners. And I was like, ah, fuck, all right. I think I wanted to see it from LA or some shit like that around the same time. And so we go in there, and like that was probably one of the best movies that I had seen in a long time. I had like zero expectations. I'm like, you know what? No, I don't want to see this. It looks goofy as shit, and you know, I should have had better expectations because it's Robert Zemeckis and Michael J. Fox, and you know, it's an unknown at the time, Peter Jackson as the director. So I actually liked his movies beforehand, but this one just didn't seem like it was going to be his type of movie, so I wasn't really all for it. And yeah, I actually liked it a lot, and I try to watch it every year for Halloween. So, yeah. Und Zach?
I have a couple actually.
Okay.
Ant-Man was one of them. Another one was Happy Death Day.
Yeah. I
Either
caught
one
that
of you
one
see
on
that one?
on cable, and I was surprised. I was like, "Oh wow, this is actually pretty
Yeah,
good."
I was thinking it was gonna be like one of those like so bad it's good, it's funny movies, but it was actually really fucking like actually funny and actually good.
Yeah. No, I like that one. It was funny because I had it on cable, and then they had the second one right out. I was like, "Oh, I'll just watch them back to back," and it works because they happen right after each other. So, what else?
Another one like it's kind of weird to think about how I thought these movies were gonna be bad, and I kind of kick myself for not jumping on the bandwagon sooner. But John Wick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it was in the middle of like, oh, it's Keanu Reeves. All he does is just stare at the camera and go, whoa. And he does cool kung fu moves every now and then. But I absolutely adored the John Wick series.
I remember
Oh
going to
yeah.
see the first one in the theater, and it was one of those things where you're like, "Man, let's." I just want to go. I just want to go to the movies. Whatever
Yeah,
looks the most, promise. I was like,
that
I'll go. I'll go see John Wick. And it turns out, yeah, it was a fucking great movie, and it spawns
so
all these sequels and shit.
yeah, so like I avoided it for a while, and then my wife was like, "Hey, I've heard good things about John Wick. Why don't we just rent it? It's 99 cents. Why not? Because it was like digital 99 cents on sale. Oh, why not?" And I ended up loving it. And then when I saw 2 and 3 in the theaters,
Yeah, they
um,
just keep getting better. They're gonna
yeah,
have two more
exactly.
after this, so it's not even a
And
dead franchise yet.
it's like amazingly deep, and there's so much lore in it. It's fucking weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it two more movies or is it a movie in a series?
Oh, I don't know. I know there's gonna be one more movie, but I
I
didn't know
know,
if they're gonna.
but
There's gonna be
we're
one more movie.
and then we're getting the series.
Oh, I didn't
There's
know
gonna be a
about the
TV series.
series.
I didn't
Yeah.
know about this.
Interesting.
Anyway, the last one I kind of want to talk about. We talked about it before the show, but Shazam.
Oh yeah.
I kind of had like Sign Guy said, just bottom of the barrel fucking expectations for, it. And I just kind of saw it because it was free on HBO, and then I was very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
It was another one that I went to the theaters to because when you have a, a young boy, he's kind of into all the superhero movies. It's like you kind of have to go see what he wants to see, and um, we went and saw it, and it was another one. I'm like, okay, it's Shazam, like he's a decent enough character, but like fucking, I don't know, nothing in the previews made me feel that it was going to be a great movie. I thought it was
Yeah,
going to
exactly.
be, I thought it was going to be one of those fillers, like you know, I don't know what DC was trying to fill, but it was like it's something. So I sit down and start watching this movie, and I'm like, holy fuck, this movie's great.
Yeah. It's bad when like a third tier character like Shazam, Captain Marvel, is a better movie than the big names in DC Comics. It pulled off a better movie than some of the other stuff like Suicide Squad and shit like that.
Hmm.
Interesting. Cool. So there you go, sign guy. Thanks for the question of the week, and we'll wait and wait to see what the next one is. So when you had one,
Other
right, Zach?
question.
Yeah.
I had one. Sarah Hoy commented on the Dark Asylum podcast, a personal friend of mine. She commented on our Facebook. She goes, okay, long time listener, first time caller. But my question for you guys this week is which discontinued game, movie, comic, or TV show do you think deserves a sequel continuation the most and why?
Oh shit. That's
Let's get, I'd say let's get the obvious one out of the way and Firefly.
oh
Firefly.
yeah. That should they
That's the
shouldn't
most
have
obvious one.
they shouldn't have cut that off when they did. Oh, series. I would love to see more Dread. The Carl Urban is Dread. I
Oh,
would
I
fucking
didn't even think of
love.
that. Yes.
I so wanted the show, and we've talked about it. Just continue with a show, do another movie, it's such a big thing that they set up and they didn't do anything with afterward. But and
Dread is
it,
so good.
yeah, I love Dread, man. But yeah, I'd say something like that as far as another movie, or even just like some big franchise that they set up and did nothing with afterward. Like,
Um,
look at Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You know, that was such a huge movie for the time, and they just let it die. Like, people don't
yep.
even know what the fuck it is anymore. So I've read some of the books and stuff that the original author did, and they weren't even as good as, his first book. But it was just like he's trying to cash in on, the
The movie.
storyline and everything,
Yeah.
and it just didn't work. But I mean, you got those weird little cartoons before Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and shit, but that was about the end of it.
Right.
And Disney
Um,
does that a lot. Like they'll have something that I thought was great, and they don't do shit with it. Like The Rocketeer is another one. I fucking love that movie. You can't find anything for it. They don't advertise that they even own the property, anything like that. So you go to like California Adventure, and they have this whole area that's dedicated to like flight and planes and all this shit. They don't have a fucking Rocketeer helmet sitting in a display somewhere, and that's it. It's just like the whole movie revolved around what you're fucking advertising and nothing. They have nothing for it. So I don't know. That's what I'd say. I mean,
um,
we go on this one forever though.
oh, I got another one. Speaking of like setting up for a huge world and everything, and I know like me and like only 6 other people like this movie, but The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield,
You wanted that third one, huh?
I really did.
Yeah. And they did a lot of setup for that
So
too, and nothing.
so like again, I'm like one of like 8 people who thought, while Andrew Garfield wasn't a great Peter Parker, he was, well, no pun intended, he was an amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And like I liked Electro. I wanted to see more of the Rhino in that movie. I wanted to see more of Andrew Garfield in that movie.
Yeah. Well, it looks
And
like
they
you're
didn't.
going to, but in a
Well,
kind of
now,
back
yeah.
ass way. But yeah.
But they didn't even set up MJ for those movies. They like kind of sort of hinted at her, but like they just killed off Gwen Stacy, and that's when he's supposed to go into Mary Jane.
Yeah.
And I think like they set up so much, and then for some, because it had the Spider-Man 3 syndrome where like they tried to fit too much into it, and just like for some reason everybody just hated it, and I feel like I was the only one who liked it.
That's the thing with when they get to that third movie in those superhero franchises, they fucking try to cram too much in it. They did it with
Yeah,
Spider-Man, they did it with Batman, the one right after Tim Burton. So you got Batman Forever,
Val
and
Kilmer.
yeah, and if they do that, I don't understand why the fuck they feel the need like this is their last shot, so they're gonna cram as much shit in there as they can.
Yeah, Two-Face and the Riddler should not have been partners at any point.
Yeah, it makes zero sense. The Riddler and Joker, maybe. Riddler and Two Face, no, no way. But I'd also like to see another Thomas Jane Punisher movie.
Yes,
Jigsaw.
yes, 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 yes.
That would have been cool. Um, yeah, what else? What about
Well,
you,
see,
V?
for me, as far as TV shows go, like I would have liked to seen both the Heroes series have continuation. I mean, Heroes Reborn was a continuation somewhat from the original.
Is he cutting out for you?
Oh, good. I thought that was my internet cutting out.
No. So V's been cutting out. This is great. Oh, and he's gone away. All right,
Uh,
well, V lost his connection, so
what he was talking about, the heroes ones, and
yeah.
they're all right.
I watched the first season of the first um episode or the first whatever the hell season of the first version of it. But yeah, I mean they had more places they could
Yeah,
go with it.
like as far as like video games go, I can't think of anything that was just like a game that was like good and then got dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah, surprised that they haven't had. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, it dropped me. It said lost connection to.
No worries. You're talking about Heroes?
Yeah.
Okay, we got that far.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I guess Heroes Reborn would have been a continuation from the original series, but they just cut it off before it could even get off the ground. It was actually picking up and getting really good, and they're just like, "Yeah, fuck it."
We're done here.
Well, actually, I take back what I said a minute ago, where I can't think of any games that were like abandoned.
Yeah. What would it be?
Half-Life 3.
Oh yeah, man. People have been
We're
waiting
still
on
waiting
that
on
for
that?
years.
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I would love a Left 4 Dead 3.
I'd love a Portal 3, but
Yeah,
again, probably not gonna happen.
yeah.
I'd love the Clock Tower series to get picked back up.
Oh, that's yeah. You're like one of the other few people I know that
Yep,
knows of that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Clock Tower. Yeah, what else? I mean, most video games, if they do decent, they'll throw out another one. So, but yeah, those have been a couple that
Yeah,
I'd like to see another one.
yeah. Once they like pick up a cult following, they have to do shitty like Kickstarters where like then you get Mighty Number 9 or fucking Shenmue 3, which blew balls.
Oh. Bloodborne 2 would be good.
That
Oh.
might be happening.
Yeah, we could look forward to that. Shadow of the Colossus 2, did that ever happen?
No, well, no, but we have Pray for the Gods, which is kind of like Shadow of the Colossus 2.
Yeah, you're talking about that.
Yeah. Hey, do you like Shadow of the Colossus? Well, do you want more of it? Yeah. Well, now you have Pray for the Gods.
Jesus, what's going on over there?
V is taking us through a listening tour of his house right now. Or, sorry, the homeless shelter he's in.
Yeah, I don't know if you can even hear us right now.
No, I
No.
hear you.
Oh, okay.
I hear you, motherfucker.
All right. So what else was on there? Comics or what?
Well, it was either or, but
Oh,
like, if
okay.
you got a comic series you could think of, I can't.
I can't think of anything right offhand. I mean, there's comic series that I would like to see more of, but
There's fucking Saga, who after almost 3 years hasn't been picked back up.
yeah,
Fuck you, Brian K. Vaughan.
yeah, shit like that. But I don't know of anything that ended on a cliffhanger, and you're like, wait, what the fuck? Where's the rest of it?
Saga.
Well, yeah, but they're still not officially done with it, so you know.
God, I'm so mad about it now.
Think of all those shitty movies that set up for a sequel, and then the first one bombed, and you'll never get anything. Super Mario Brothers. I knew you were gonna say it. Yeah, Mario Brothers is one of them. Masters of the Universe is another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shit like that. They thought it was gonna be such a big deal, and then nothing. And they're like, oh, we kind of left it hanging. Oh
Why?
well, fuck it.
Why do we have to bring Masters of the Universe up in this?
Because I know it piss you off.
Look how butthurt he is.
You know, it'd be good to see a sequel to Beetlejuice. And they talked about it for years, but they did so much setup for that they could have gone into so much. But then they had the cartoon. I guess that counts. I don't know.
The cartoon was very good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. But, all right. Well, thank you, listener, for a second question. You know,
So,
unless there's anything else. I think V's fucking slaughtering a cat in there. I don't know what the hell he's up to. Jesus.
Let's just move on, please.
All right.
are you cranking off?
No,
All right.
I'm uncomfortable right now.
Yeah. It's like mom just got hit by dad at the dinner table. I gotta sit there and finish my fucking green beans. I don't know.
Anyway, what else we got?
Let's get CG comic book club out of the way. So
The
B,
strain.
the strain.
The strain.
Yeah.
So I was weirdly surprised. I mean, so I've been watching the show, and although the comic book is the show followed someone in the comic book. What either way,
Yeah.
they're also like widely different. There's like a lot of things that are happening, and I'm just like, holy fuck! I'm getting a whole different story, although it's the same story. So I was really enjoying the book. I'm going to continue reading it. The only thing is, from watching the show and seeing what the characters are in the book, I'm totally disappointed. So
Oh, okay.
I have a visual of what these people should look like now, and I like the way they look. And then I'm looking, I'm reading this comic, and I'm like, that's not who the fuck that is. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck go. bring me my old man. Bring me my old man. Don't no. You get the fuck out of here. But no, it's good, and I like the comic book does some things earlier for information than the series did. So I mean, I like that. I mean, I wish I would have picked up these books beforehand because it would have been nicer to get to know. And the thing is, the artwork. I know.
I want to touch on this too.
I know. I talked about the artwork on what was it, Redneck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How it was kind of like, gritty, thrown together, but it fit that. Well, the artwork in this was just kind of like, it's almost like we spent all this time on this fucking story, so let's just throw here, Jimmy, you're 5 years old. Can you draw me some pictures? And
So,
we're going to put them in this book. Now, not to say that some of the work wasn't nice. It's just it felt like almost rushed.
Yeah.
And that's why I was using the example of here's a 5-year-old drawing it. It was go ahead.
So, like, touching on that's the big thing I kind of wanted to touch on was the artwork, because I dug it, but the artwork really. Did you guys ever read the Hellboy comics?
Yeah. Mike Mignola.
Like, that's Mike Mignola. It really struck me as like his kind of artwork.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of him, and somebody else did the covers, obviously, but the cover arts are fucking great. I mean, those things look badass, but then you get into it and you're like, oh, it's like reading Hellboy. So it's
exactly,
like these painted covers or whatever, they look so great, and then you get into the actual book itself, and it's
almost minimalist, where like they don't waste times on like textures and stuff.
That's what my example is kind of to get to a 5-year-old. It's very minimal. Not a lot of detail, not a lot of...
sometimes I dig it.
No, sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes it works, but it didn't work for me in this as much. Yeah. It was like... But I think also I've been watching the series, so I have a visual of what I'm expecting to see, and I don't know. But I dig the story. I definitely dig the story. I'm going to continue reading it, and maybe the artwork will grow on me.
Yeah. All right, I liked it. I mean, who doesn't fucking love vampires?
Who's your favorite character?
I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of them that I enjoyed. Like, I don't know. It just goes in different directions for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's pretty good. I can't think of the characters' names offhand. That's the problem. It's like because I didn't watch the show, so I don't have any.
I mean, yeah, same.
No, I got you. But I don't think it was too shabby of a pick this week.
Yeah, I don't have a frame of reference to compare it to. This is my first dipping my toe into this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's novels that Guillermo del Toro did, and then there's the show,
the TV show,
and the TV show. Yeah. So this whole Strain thing is actually a pretty big deal. It's got its own universe back behind it. So, but yeah, I want to get into it and see what else they got. but I'll probably pick up one of the books and read through that. And then I'll get into the show and see how it differs from the book.
And I think that's what I might do too, is pick up a book instead of, I don't know. Maybe I'll do all of it.
There you go, if you like it enough. Shit, you get enough media behind something that's, pretty good.
Yeah.
So, for this week, my pick, since I've been playing Cyberpunk like a fiend, kind of in that mindset, and I wanted to actually throw Judgment Day, Judge Dredd Judgment Day at you guys, but it's like fucking, like, I don't know, it's like 17, 18 issues worth of shit to read, so I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to him.
I got nothing else to do.
Well, if you're going to read Judge Dredd and you want to get really into it, Judgment Day is pretty fucking massive. It's probably the most well-known Judge Dredd storyline behind the Dark Judges. Yeah. But I'm going to pick something that's a little bit easier to handle. It's Judge Dredd Under Siege.
Ooh, okay.
And it is part of the new IDW series, so it's a little bit different than the 2000 AD. But it was actually a pretty decent story, so it'll get you into Mega City 1, and it's almost like the movie, the Dredd movie, so it's like a block war.
I'm coming for you, Ma.
Yeah. They did a prequel comic to that about Mama, her whole story. I don't know if you guys read it. But it was only a single issue, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna.
Hot shot.
Yeah. They even got the damn guns right in that one. I love it. But
nice.
So yeah, it's IDW. It's I guess it came out in 2018. If you're looking for the author, it's Mark Russell.
I ain't got time to bleed. Oh wait, wrong.
That was Governor Ventura right there. Mr. Conspiracy Theory himself right there. Jesus. All right, well, anything else? This has been a fucking full episode, man.
This is a full episode.
With our Christmas movies, we got our everything else going. The next time we'll be talking to you guys out there, it will be Christmas Day. We understand if you don't tune right into us, but
no, don't do that.
Make sure you do it. Oh, okay.
It is a tradition.
Before
Christmas
you open
tradition.
your stockings, you fucking turn on the podcast.
Yes.
Listen to it while you're opening presents on Christmas Day.
Such a beta male. No, you listen to this as you're eating Christmas dinner. You turn us on. You get grandma around the table. You listen to our lovely tunes about how what a giant fuck a troll or whatever the hell we talk about.
Yeah.
How Brie Larson's a cunt.
Wow.
Brie Larson's a cunt.
You had to squeeze that in one more time before we fucking close off the episode.
By the way, speaking of, did you guys hear that Brie Larson is a cunt?
So what's that thing called where you like hire a person to the one you got ripped off on, Zach, by Kevin Nash?
Fuck, a cameo?
Cameo.
Can we get fucking Carl Urban to do a cameo just to say Brie Larson's a cunt?
Oi, Brie Larson's a fucking cunt, mate.
As the butcher.
As butcher, yeah. He's got to do that.
You know what? I'm looking it up right now.
How much is Carl Urban on the fucking cameo?
Oh, man.
Damn.
That will be the opening of our show every week.
We'll get the Undertaker and be like, the votes are in. Brie Larson is a cunt.
Do we have $1,000 for that one?
Jesus, no, I don't. The show could go for 100 years and we wouldn't have $1,000 for that.
What for Carl Urban?
Know?
For Carl Urban?
No, the Undertaker was $1,000.
Oh, no, I want Carl Urban.
Oi, you know that bird? She's a right cunt, that fucking Brie Larson there. That fucking twat.
Carl Urban is not on Cameo.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll do it for free.
We'll find him at a convention.
Find out what he really thinks of her and see if he'll say it.
I will go on every convention.
All right,
I mean,
everybody.
you can get Mick Foley to do it
Here
for
we keep
95
going.
bucks.
Well, damn, $95 for Mickey Foley.
That Brie Larson, you're a cunt.
and Cactus Jack character.
Bang bang. Yeah. So,
You're listening to the Dark Asylum podcast, and they think Brie Larson's a cat. Bang bang.
it sounded like fucking Paul Bear, not Cactus Jack. Oh yes, she's a cunt. All right.
Hey y'all, this is Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Brie Larson's a cunt. What?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any of them to fucking do that. So. All right. So for Zach Winters
Brie Larson's a cunt.
and for Big Vicious,
Brie Larson's a cunt.
I am Darkness and Brie Larson's a cunt.